Kim, what is our third main topic today?
All right, guys, this is coming from Digovii. John and crew, I find myself actually very excited about the new direction of the DCEU. The Flash looks super interesting and Batgirl sounds great too. Well, there have been some leaked set photos from Batgirl that have made their way online. And not only do we see a shot of Keaton's Batman on a mural, but is that Robin? Curious if you saw the photos and what your thoughts are about this. Do you think we will get Robin introduced in Batgirl? Thanks, and bring on the filthy.
All right, Digovii, thanks a lot for sending that in. And yeah, listen, I don't want this to fly under the radar of how significant this is, because this isn't just about one character. This could have this one image we're about to look at here could have incredible repercussions about what it means for where the DC Cinematic Universe is and where the DC Cinematic Universe is going, all over a kid in yellow tights carrying a stick. Robin. Now, before we get into the image, let me be very forthright. I am a Robin fan. In the animated stuff and in the comic books. I personally have never felt you can properly do a Robin on the big screen because of what Robin represents. Now, you can do it in the comics, you can do it in cartoons. But the idea of Batman, particularly the post-Dark Knight Batman and our understanding of him, bringing around a 12-year-old child, because remember, I mean, the original iteration, I mean, that's what Robin is, a 12-year-old kid with no superpowers, who carries a stick. The idea of an adult Batman, the Dark Knight, running around with a brightly dressed child and taking him into combat with mobsters and drug dealers and supervillains who have guns and weapons and everything. It is a 12-year-old child with a stick. I've often had people say to me, well, John, you like Hit Girl and Kick Ass? Well, yes. Because Kick-Ass is a satire spoof comedy that you don't take seriously. I don't want my Batman to be a satire spoof comedy that we don't take seriously. So yes, of course I love Hit Girl and Kick-Ass, because that's a very different kind of movie. And then I would have some Einstein say to me, but John, you like Spider-Man, and Spider-Man's a teenager. If Spider-Man can be a teenager in movies, and so can Robin. Spider-Man has the powers of the gods. He has superhuman strength, superhuman speed, superhuman agility, superhuman healing, and he has the magical spider sense. You want to say Robin has all that kind of stuff? Then yeah, I can see Batman taking somebody with superhuman strength, speed, agility, and magical bat sense, take him into combat too, because the stakes aren't as high. We are talking about a child who carries a stick.
And one of them got blown up.
Real good. After getting hit with the old crowbar over the head a few times, right? Yes. Oh, but then he came back and whatever. But,
yeah, I know.
Jason Todd conversation for another time. Now, so I've always said, if you want to do a Robin iteration, I'm cool with that, but you would have to do something that would piss a lot of purists off, which is you have to adapt it. Make it an 18-year-old Robin.
Like Chris O'Donnell.
Like a Chris O'Donnell. Just, less bat nipples. And we could be onto something, but or bypass Robin and go straight to Nightwing, or something. Just adapt it so it's not the traditional child Robin. And if you did that, I'm cool with that. I think that can work and work pretty well. I just know it would piss some.
And in the Dark
off.
Knight, it was a little girl.
Yes. Yeah.
Kelly.
Of course, Batman. Bruce was in a very different place in his life at that point.
Yes.
It was a very different sort of thing. But now we move on up to this. All right. This is where it gets really interesting. So, as the person in the questions pointed out, there's been some artwork, because we know Michael Keaton is going to be reprising his role Batman in the Batgirl movie, right? Well, a piece of artwork has come out. It's like a mural, like it's a fake mural that's on the wall, kind of like in the Spider-Man or in the Morbius trailer. There's that mural of Spider-Man on the wall, right? And in this mural, we clearly see Batman, and that's Michael Keaton's Batman. I mean, that is not Ben Affleck's Batman.
No.
Look at the costume. That's Michael Keaton's Batman. Look at the chin. Yes, it's all in the chin. says Kim. But look beside him. On that mural is a Robin in a very traditional, very good for sneaking around at night in the shadows, the bright yellow and orange and green outfit. Yeah, that's great. Good design choices there. But right beside him is Robin. That immediately tells us that Michael Keaton's Batman either has present tense or had past tense a Robin. So now I've had a bunch of people writing to me saying, John, do you see it's confirmed there's going to be a Robin in the Batgirl movie? No, that's not true at all. There might be a Robin in the Batgirl movie. All this image is telling us is that in the mythology of Gotham City, there's the Batman. Look at the way the mural's done with the sun behind him. This is a revered character. This is a Batman that Gotham loves. And alongside of him, Robin. That just means at one point there was a Robin. So maybe that opens the door for there's a dead Robin. Maybe that opens the door for there's a Nightwing running around Gotham City here. There's been a lot of indicators for that. A lot of other things. So that's interesting. But here's the more interesting thing to me that nobody is talking about. This means the history of Gotham City is not the Ben Affleck Batman. The Batman who has been a hero to Gotham City, the Batflick who has been the protector of Gotham City and the nightmare of villains, that ain't him in that mural. That's not him. That's a different Batman. Flashpoint, this is what I'm interpreting, okay? This is not confirmed, Rob. I'm just interpreting this. But how do you look at this and not interpret this as, yeah, Flashpoint is indeed going to be rewriting the history of the DCU, as Flashpoint should. That's what Flashpoint is. And in this new iteration of the universe, we talked about these rumors and discussions that were out the other day that, and it's Flashpoint. It may be removing some characters and may not, all that kind of stuff. But this image to me, while everybody's focused on Robin, understandably so.
Yeah.
To me, it's what's the implications for where the DC universe is now? Because that ain't Ben Affleck. That's Michael Keaton's Batman, who's been the Batman. And is he even Bruce Wayne? Is he Thomas Wayne? If you understand Flashpoint, like maybe Michael Keaton is Thomas Wayne, which could maybe be an indicator why he's older now.
And Aquaman could be at war with Wonder Woman.
Exactly. I was going to go there next, which would be the Atlanteans could be at war with the Amazons, which I would pay good money to see an army of Amazons and an army from Atlantis coming together for a big, Braveheart kind of battle. We want to take a moment and thank the sponsor of this video, Manscaped. Now look, guys, it's a brand new year. It's time to make some resolutions about taking care of ourselves, and that includes taking care of our balls. For too long, too many guys I know have been using like beard trimmers, or even worse, this part of the electric razor to take care of the area down there. It's barbaric. It's like trying to carve the statue of David using a dull butter knife. Thankfully, there is a solution for guys like you and me, and it's Manscaped. Manscaped is a company dedicated to giving us guys products to take care of the parts that we often forget to take care of properly. Now, I've been using the Performance Package 4.0. The package includes the backbone of their line, the Lawnmower 4.0. And listen, I love this thing. It's designed and built specifically for our ball area, giving the best and most comfortable results that I have personally, honestly, ever had. And you have to try to believe it. It also comes with the Weed Whacker. It's a specialized tool for, your nose and ear hair trimming that Ray Ora himself just recently used for a special event, and it worked better than his previous tools. And I gotta mention the body wash. I am not joking. I used the body wash for the first time about a week ago, and you can ask Kimberly, Ray, or Rob, or any of them. I came into the studio that day raving about how I haven't enjoyed taking a shower this much in a long time. The body wash is fantastic. Also included is the Crop Preserver. That's your ball deodorant, guys. Take care of yourselves down there. And also don't forget the Crop Reviver, which is a ball toner. So guys, get 20% off and free shipping with the code Campea at manscaped.com. That's 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com. Make sure you use that promo code Campea. It's the new year, guys. No pubes in 2022 with Manscaped. Anyway, Rob, let me ask you this. Number one, the image. We got Robin in there, so that's significant on its own. Number two, am I reading too much into this, or do you see this image and think this gives us an indication about where the DCU actually is as far as its reality goes? How do you see it?
You know, when I saw this, the first thing that struck me was one of the things I liked when I was a kid were the big 100-page giant compilation comics that DC would do. And I love the Batman family version when they had various iterations, multiple generations of Bat characters together. Now, Michael Keaton's Batman is like 70. So, and this is a Batgirl movie. And I think what I'm curious about is, what is the tone of this film? Is it, looking at this Robin, it's kind of a jovial Robin. It's not like in the Ben Affleck version, you see the dead Robin's costume with the Joker painting on it displayed in the Batcave so he never forgets what happened. And we had that in the Snyder cut of Batman. We had the Joker saying he shouldn't let a boy do a man's job, or whatever the line of dialogue was. So I think this Batgirl movie might be, let's call it a happier version. If Robin is in this, I don't think Robin will have necessarily died the way Jason Todd did. So I'm waiting. I think this is very intriguing. Like you pointed out, not Ben Affleck's Batman. Different universe, different iteration. Is it the same Batman that was is the Tim Burton Batverse the new DC version? I don't know. It's going to be very interesting to see. I guess we'll know when the Flash comes out, but I'm very intrigued.
Let me ask you this. Let me give you an over-under.
Movie.
Over-under 50.5%. Because I'm curious to know your thoughts on this. That Michael Keaton's Batman is not Bruce Wayne, but Thomas Wayne. Over or under 50% that this Bruce Wayne...
Under.
You're going to go under
Bruce
on that.
Wayne.
So you're going to think this is going to be Bruce Wayne.
He's Bruce Wayne.
All right. Kim, let's ask you this. I mean, number one, what do you think about when you saw that image? What do you think about the image? And where do you think this DC cinematic universe now is as a result of this picture? Or are we all overreading this and thinking, no, that's just Ben Affleck's Batman wearing an earlier version of the costume that looked like Michael Keaton's? I don't believe that, but I don't know. What are you thinking about this?
Oh, I'm so excited to see this. I'm so excited to see this. I think it's Thomas Wayne.
Yeah. So you're going to go over 50%
I
on that?
I really think that's where they're going to go with the story. Yeah. Yeah. Let's put a wager on it. Krispy Kreme. You need to bring me in a dozen Krispy Kremes.
All right, I'll take that bet. It's not Thomas.
By the way, it would also
I'll take
explain, because you're pointing out this Keaton's 70 years old, but it would explain like a much older Batman if it was indeed a Thomas Wayne. I mean, I think it's very close to the 50%. I'm not really sure which way I go. Anyway, you're excited about this.
I'm so excited. I'm super excited. Thomas Wayne. Rob?
No, they would
Are you
get Jeffrey
taking the
Dean
bet?
Morgan to play Thomas Wayne. Come on.
Who?
But that's a different universe, because that universe is gone now, apparently.
I know. Well, we have to see. They're not going to make a Batgirl movie and not have Bruce Wayne.
Okay.
Yeah, it better be, the version I want to see.
They'll be like, you know what they'll do? It'll be more like Batman Beyond. The Batgirl in this movie is going to be more like the Terry McGinnis Bruce Wayne mentorship thing, I think.
What do you want to see, right?
Oh, no. I want to see, because the last thing that I did anything or read or was play Robin in Injustice.
Injustice Gods Among Us, right?
Yeah, he's my favorite character in that game, and just to think of all the stuff he could do with the stick, that would be cool to see. If it's that version, I would like to see that version.
That version, correct me if I'm wrong, but that version is Damian Wayne, is it not?
Yeah.
The version in Injustice is Damian Wayne, and Dick is Nightwing, and okay. Yeah, that was really interesting. By the way, somebody in the live chat, I missed it, pointed out another really great iteration of Robin that we're all overlooking. The Robin in the Harley Quinn animated show. I love that Robin. That Robin is awesome, and it kind of represents everything. Anyway, guys, question is for you. You see this image. What do you think? Are you excited that there could be Robin? Do you think this means that Robin will be in the movie, or Robin was just a part of Batman's past? Do you think this means that there was never any Ben Affleck Batman now that Flashpoint has reset the universe? Do you think it's simpler than that? I think there's a lot of great questions to be raised here. However you guys are feeling about this, jump on down to the comment section below and let us know your thoughts.